Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. This review I will be reviewing Ascension issue number 1. This book is written by the legendary Patrick Shand, and as you guys know, myself as well as everybody on Comic Related has nothing but love for anything Patrick Shand has written. Does his work continue to shine through Ascension? Absolutely. Main star of this book, or the main person that this book is around, is right here on the cover, The Being. And for those of you that read Unleashed, perfect continuation of what happened in Unleashed. And if you don't know who The Being is, you don't need an introduction because you get a perfect feeling of who The Being is right here. And anyway, The Being has destroyed the Maker, and the Keepers, which are hidden away in the realm, the hidden realm of the Keepers, they're watching over Earth, but they're not. The Being believes they're not doing anything, and their time is basically over. So what this book is the Being gathering his own set of Keepers, and you get introduced to tons of characters. You get introduced to what's her name now? Jackie, who apparently, after what happened in Unleashed, has powers inside of herself. I want to see where it says exactly. The power of the Shadowlands inside of her, and if you want to know what, it references a lot of what, a lot to what happened in Shadowland, in Unleashed, volume number 2 to be more specific. So if you're interested, I would definitely highly recommend you check out the entirety of Unleashed. It was a spectacular series. It's just, it's awesome, and it leads into things that are going on now in the Grimm universe. However, do you have to read it? No, because you get a perfect introduction right here at the very beginning of the book. Everything that's been going on thus far. So, going back to where I was, the Being is gathering his Keepers, and you also see the Queen of the Vampires here, and everybody you see in this book is joining the Being. You even get, and this is why I decided, I definitely knew I had to get this in hard copy form, Julian, aka Zagreus, from Godstorm. This definitely connects to what's been going on, what happened in Godstorm, and you get to see the character from Godstorm, Julian, continue forward, and you actually get to see another character in this book for a brief moment before their demise from Godstorm. I won't say who it is. You got to read this book to find out who that person is, but there is a death in this book. It says right here, who will die. And I have a feeling this won't be the first death. This isn't going to be the last death. I'm sorry, this was the first death, but it's not going to be the last one in this series. So, Julian joins him. I forgot who this woman, who the other god was with him. I believe it was Jackie's with him. And I believe the Keeper of something is with him. I think Love is with him. But one of the Keepers is already on his side. So now they go to the realm of the other Keepers, and in order for his Keepers to get their powers, they have to kill the original Keepers. And that's what leads into a huge fight between the Keepers and the Being's Keepers. And Alice, who's one of the Keepers currently, it turns out that the woman, a woman that the Being decides to have as one of his Keepers, her name is, and she has a lot of internal dialogue in here, Samantha Darren. She chooses to work on the side of the Being because she wants to work with him to stop him. So she's like a double agent in all this. So she asks Alice to relinquish her powers instead of killing her in order to, work. She wants the Being to believe that she killed Alice, and that she's completely on his side. This way she can stop whatever plans he has, because obviously the Being has a very perverted way. He is now the Maker, and his group are now the Keepers, and she's looking to find a way to stop him. But in order to do that, she joins his ranks, so to speak. So the Being is now the Keeper, and the Maker and his followers are now the Keepers. And together they are going to save the world, so to speak. And this is definitely going to be a very, very interesting series. I can't wait to read Ascension number 2. It's actually coming out next week. I found Ascension 1 a bit late, but I'm glad I grabbed it lots of big things I have a feeling are going to happen in Unleashed. This is definitely a 5-star book. I enjoyed it. For those of you fans of the Zenescope universe, Ascension is huge. What happens in this book is exactly what the title says. The ascension of the being and his followers to the Maker and the Keepers. Spectacular first issue, spectacular introduction. What's going to happen next? We'll find out. Artwork is definitely awesome as well in this book. I'm loving a lot of stuff that's coming out of Zenescope because you can see that the writers of Zenescope are writing from the heart. They're not writing for the next dollar. They're not writing for the next big event. They're writing. Each story is its own self-contained story that obviously plays into the bigger picture, but do you need to read Ascension? No. Age of Darkness has its own thing going on. However, this is a good addition to what's going on, and it is a very good continuation for the Being. The Being was introduced during Unleashed. Very interesting character. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with the Being in Ascension. And with that, that's it for this comic review, guys. Don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com. Together, we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. If you haven't already subscribed to Comic Frontline, please do. This way we're in your sub box, and you don't miss out on a single video or series that we have coming up, coming out, and going on this channel. Comments. Feel free to leave your comments below. Likes, dislikes, agree, disagree, points I left out. If you went and bought this book due to this video, come back and let me know what you think of this book. This is a very solid book. I highly recommend it, so let us know. That's what the comment box is for. Your guys' comments, and I look forward to seeing them. And until next time, everybody, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care, everybody.